You have to also know how to. I've said it 100 times, and again, I'm going to say the same thing that cancer can only be cured through surgery. And a Sahaja Yogi cannot get cancer. It's a fact. But it's not easy to convince people. Yesterday, I was watching the film made by Mr. Wallace, who was a very great scientist of this. What he said that in this country, it is so difficult to establish yourself. Because if you try to say anything that you have got, people will immediately try to find out what you haven't got. They will deny you, and they're experts in it. I said, I've had it. It's for you to get something. This is one thing you have to realize. We have to get something. Then you won't be that. You won't be that fun. You will settle down. Let's see what I can get out of it. You have to achieve something. This is what is Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja. Saha means with, Ja means born. Is born with you spontaneously in your revolutionary process. You are here now at this point, as it is shown here. There are these 7 chakras within you, and there's a Kundalini there, for which you can get a chart from these people and you can understand. As Gavin has said, that 4-5 years have been realized, and knowledge is so great. It's very true. And every day I'm learning myself from human beings. What sort of things they have gone into. You see, many things I had never known that people could be that stupid, or could be that cruel, or could be that funny. It is very surprising how people play games, how they play their cunning. How many how they have lost their innocence. And how do they believe that others have no peace? Give it. It has no meaning. That's not your issue of all. No, no. It's meant for it's meant for some jugglers, or we can call them some horrible devils. And for you, you are saints. You are saints. Evaluate yourself. If you are real saints, then you should not go in for anything that is not real. It's party. About the mechanism, about the Kundalini also. Many people have written such a lot without knowing anything about it. You think they're audacity. How can you write about something which you do not know? Getting a truck somewhere, you start writing about electricity, its creation, and everything. How can you do it? This is another achievement of human beings. They can write false. They can tell lies. They can write lies. They can write books after books with lies. They can give you all that is non-knowledge, absurd, false, just because they think they must be significant somewhere. Or they can do anything. They can put their uh, nose in such a way that it looks like eyes. Or something like that. There are something absurd. Absurdity is a quality of human beings. Human beings cannot be absurd. But they are. Now the animals are surprised at the absurdity of human beings. They just get confused. Why is he behaving like that? You might see your dog or cat sometimes puzzled at you. Why is he so like this? What's the matter? Is it all wrong? It has been happening. How many people around you must have seen, and you must be wondering, what is it? The thing is, they are not yet complete. So all these things are only possible when you have the light. For example, when you are walking in the dark, the cat will see you because cat can walk straight on. A dog can walk straight on. There are some birds who can even hear the rumbling of the stones when the earthquake has to come. But only the human beings do not know anything about the future or the past, and also does not know any thing about the present. He is groping, and his groping looks stupid and looks funny. But once the light comes in, then he walks through. But he's talking also is not going to help you unless and until you walk straight and you get. We have about things, maybe stupid concepts. I've seen people when they come to my program and if they ask too many questions, I know that they will be the first to leave, just to disturb the people and to delay, just to show off the significant. Mostly 99.9% ask questions. And they are the first to leave. After asking the question, they are the first to leave. It's a very common experience that we have had before. So Sahaja Yoga is a way of nature. It's the way of God. He has given you the right to be that. It is your right that you get it. That you establish yourself is your own way, where you put in your effort to establish yourself. But to get the light is all right, then you establish it yourself. Look after it, grow in it, mature it, enjoy. Then only you enjoy. Unless until I have grown, you no, you have to grow into it. Then you will enjoy. And that is the kingdom of God which is being promised to you, in which you feel collectively conscious. This is what it is. And that is the last segment which has been talked. How are they going to do? Are they going to weigh on the scales like the beauty contest? Think about it. How are they going to judge you? The judgment is here. And also, there is a way of cleansing yourself, going ahead, and takes time. It's not you cleansed through this Kundalini. She works it. She goes round. She cleanses you completely. She cleanses all your problems gradually. And then you start settling down. That is how you are judged. He judges you. She tells, here is the problem, that is the problem. You judge yourself. You see for yourself, this is the problem, that is the problem. You correct yourself. Once you have corrected yourself, then you accept that correction. You are told how you correct it. It's very simple methods are there. Because the radiation of divine starts flowing through you. As Christ had said, something passed through my body. But you have your own gods, you have your own goddesses, you have everything of your own. Which are mythical. Is it yourself? You need not believe into anything, but you need not disbelieve also. Just like as you go into a college, you have to study, not believing into anything or non-believing, but you have to see for yourself. You have to experiment yourself. In the same way, it is very individualistic in a way, but works out in a very collective method. Now this time is over. I think spoken today a different language of the self, of the spirit. You have to think about the spirit. The rest is all you. You have to get it. Not by reading about it, not by talking about it, but by taking our attention to it. And you do not take it. Actually, it is the Kundalini which is going to take, but let it work out. Kundalini has to work out. It's very simple, like one candle which is enlightened and can enlighten another candle. In the same way it works out. But if the candle is little upset, then the same panel which is enlightened can also put it right. It is that simple. Not to allow your egos to be challenged in any way. It's a very simple method. Just think how you have become human being in a very simple way. You never even felt. But first time you are going to do your evolution. That you are changed, transformed, because it will happen in this lifetime. I hope it will work out for those who are new and those who have been coming. They'll go deeper into it to understand that it's only the light of the self which one has to achieve. And then you become that. They dissolve it. That's the beauty everybody has to achieve. May God bless you all. Now, those who have come for the first time, I would request them to sit on the mostly on the first or the second row, and the Sahajogis can sit later on because you see, I can put more attention to that. Bring the baby over. So it's sweet of you. Please come forward. Please. That just not realized. You cannot make out between a realized person and non-realized person. Children who are born in England are born realized. They're just born realized. You cannot make out between a realized person and non-realized person. But a realized person can make it out. So many children we have seen are born realized and they have a special value. They have a special value. Very special vibrations. You can make it out who are the born realized and they recognize me too. So nice you brought them along. And you must also know that if you have realized children as your children, you too have a very special value. If you do not come up to that, that's wrong. They have chosen you because they think there's something about you. Otherwise, why should they choose you? Self-realized people choose their parents with great, and it would be really failing them if you do not come up to that. So let us have the realization. Let's put your hands right. Very simple way is like if you could take out your shoes, would be better. Put both the feet on the mother earth. Just now, what do we do? It's nothing but from your hands. As you know, there are centers here, as I have told you. These centers receive the message in a subjective way. It passes through your Vishuddhi chakra there because it goes here onto this center and informs here. From there, it goes up and informs the lowest chakra there, which is below the Kundalini. This is the center of innocence, the first chakra, the most important. And that informs the Kundalini, the third round. The message has come. When this Kundalini starts rising through these different centers, these centers are landmarks of our mental, physical, emotional being, and also spiritual being. And when they pass through that, and the Kundalini, when it passes through that, it starts enlightening those centers and showing what is the problem. If it cannot move, it makes an indication on the fingers of the realized, then they can correct it there. Then it goes up, then they correct it. Because it flows from their hands, this, from their fingers, this power. They correct. And by correction, they allow the Kundalini to rise and pierce this bone here, which is known as Fontenelle bone. When it pierces this bone, then you become that subtle form. You become that subtle being, which is collectively conscious. You become again and again as you become. But first thing what happens is that your attention is enlightened. That is, you start feeling the cool in the hand. Or we can say that the subjective truth is dawned upon you, that you start feeling cool breeze in your hand. Now it's written in the Sanskrit language also, and also otherwise in the Bible, anywhere you read that Salilam, Salilam is the cool breeze. The mother flows like the full breeze. The primordial mother, the Adi Shakti, or the Holy Ghost, has the cool breeze. So it starts coming like cool breeze. That's the light of the spirit. That's the power of the mother. That's just right. And you start feeling it gradually, not thinking. It goes inside, and you see that once it starts coming into you, then you turn to some other person. You find that you are giving cool breeze. It would be nice if I see some people who give me cool breeze, but so far it has not happened. That's the only problem. But if they could give me, I'll be very happy. It's always you get it from me. So it doesn't matter because my style is just to give and give and give. I cannot take. So far, I have not been able to take. I wish one of you could do that. I'll be very happy. This is the peace. This is the bliss. And by which your fingers get enlightened, your attention gets enlightened, you start feeling others. You start understanding yourself. Where are you caught up? If you put yourself into a cocoon like this and you see watching, where am I caught up? You can see. Sitting down here, you can think about anybody, your mother, father, anybody, you will know which center you are touching. And all these centers denote something within you. But if you want me to teach you everything in one day, it's not possible. You have to give some time to yourself. That's all. I think that's the only thing needed is that you have to give some time to yourself. And you have to value yourself. You have to do it seriously and take it upon yourself. So that your physical being, your mental being, emotional being is all completely cleansed. And you enjoy your spiritual being. So let's have it now. Let's see. Just put your hands like this, like that. And you have to close your eyes. Some people cannot close their eyes because they get flickering. If that is the condition, then open your eyes. This is not hypnosis, not any brainwashing, nothing of that. If it does not happen, it does not happen. But we have people here who can work it out. I can work it out also. It's all right. It's all right. You just take out, it's too warm for the baby. Hello. Just see how he smiles. He knows me. All right. Let's have it now. Uh, I hope you don't ask me questions because it's unnecessarily waste. Some people have something in their head, but just forget it. You get yourself realized and then we'll see about it. But it's not only today. You have to come again, and establish it within yourself and all the knowledge I will tell you. Everything, no secrets will be. And you will become master of this. Good. Should I go down? Just watch. Yeah. You cannot on your head on.